What's up, guys? I want to do a quick video on complimenting, and I think it's different for girls. Let's just start off with girls because I think it's really simple. You can pretty much compliment a guy any way you like. Physical, you can say, damn, those abs, or something like that. And oftentimes the guy will actually very much like it. Most guys are fishing for those sort of compliments. Complimenting them on their personality and so forth. I would say the only thing they can't do is go over the top or go overboard with it, especially when you're not really sure if the guy's interested or if this guy's really shy. That can really hurt you, even if he really likes you. Going too hard on that, especially for a really shy person, can spell doom. But other than that, I think a girl, you could do anything. For a guy, however, I feel like any sort of physical compliment regarding her physique, or anything that's implicitly physical, even if it's something she wears, as much as I would like to do it, I realize that it will come across vulgar, and I've tried it a few times before, and it's just like they just don't like it because it's just vulgar, and they're just like, oh, thanks, whatever. And you can sort of tone down some of it by being more gentlemanly and so forth, and saying it in a very proper, non-vulgar way. But it's very hard to do. Like anything regarding her physique, like her legs, or I like your hair, or your curves, or something like that, it's never, like, it doesn't work unless you're in some sort of nightclub scene. In the daytime, it can really spell doom. I would say, like, until you know for sure she likes you and she's already your girlfriend, then you can let the floodgates out and she may just very much enjoy that, for sure. But like when you're just meeting, or when you're not entirely sure, that sort of thing spells a lot of doom, because it also shows all your cards. And I hate how that works. Maybe I'm just really bad at sort of telling the girl that, hey, just because I said this doesn't mean anything. And that's true, because oftentimes I forget to add that disclaimer, and the times I have, it's just like they don't believe it. But it sort of shows all your cards, whether it's true, whether you really think it's true or not. I could say, hey, just because I gave you this compliment on your legs or whatever doesn't mean looks are everything for me. They still don't believe that, and even if they partially do, they're like, haha, he's shown all his cards now. He has revealed that he is interested in me, and therefore I have all the power and I can choose when to do what. And it's just this natural reaction that I get, and yeah, I feel like it's always like WTF, like it kind of sucks in a way. And whether or not it's true or not, it's like this thing. And so it's kind of weird how that works. And I think honestly it really doesn't matter that much if you can get the girl to really like you. But especially when there's those instances where things are just, in limbo and you don't know, or it's not a closed deal, or she might change. She might like you initially and then not anymore. Then it can be a tremendous like a screw up. It can change your friendship and so forth. And so the workaround is just keep your compliments to something that's not physical. So this is what a lot of guys fail to even notice or realize. You can compliment her on non-physical things, and oftentimes they'll appreciate it a lot. So personality, how she is very hardworking or very smart or intellectual. And again, in an ideal world, a guy should be able to just pour in compliments about physical or non-physical things, and it won't cause these weird things. But in real life, that doesn't always work. And yeah, even for non-physical things, if you go too overboard, like 10 compliments a day, it can be too much. And with some girls, I feel like just one thing out of the ordinary that's a little overboard can change the cards, especially with a certain amount of body language that pretty much screams out, "I like you," such as something as simple as, "I like your haircut." Not always though, like, so it's really weird how that works. And a lot of guys who spit really good game, you could say, what they do is they're always gauging and adjusting. And a lot of people who are uncoordinated like me, they just say the compliment and then they screw up, and they're frozen in fear, and they're like, "I screwed up, I'm screwed, I'm doomed." But the guys who are really good and spit a lot of game, as soon as they realize that the compliment was too much, they will add on to it with some sort of disclaimer that sort of tells them that they're just teasing the girl, or that they're just joking. And they're very smooth with it. I can't really pull something out of the air, but it'd be something like, "Wow, that was a great haircut," or "Those are nice legs." And then the girl is just, all of a sudden, there's this unease, this tension, and then immediately he'll gauge that, and then he'll bring it down with some sort of disclaimer, or something like, "Those are good legs for a girl who likes Star Trek," something like that. Like, as he starts making fun of her and saying they're not that great. And that's how these smooth guys they're just constantly, re-gauging. And I think it's a win-win situation when they do that, because no one feels uncomfortable, and they're just really adept at it. Me myself, I'm still trying to figure it out, and obviously I can't really do that well, and I need to work on my confidence, because yeah, around certain people I'll just get too flustered and make some sort of excuse. But yeah, I definitely think I've improved. I'm definitely not like a complete moron anymore. So that's more or less all I want to say. Complimenting, it's a weird thing. I definitely think that once it's established that both of you like each other, firmly established, then you can let the compliments come in. But again, unless you're like boyfriend and girlfriend, or you don't want to go overboard unless it's a certain scenario, because it can get pretty weird. Anyhow, that's all I want to say. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe.